145.7 pounds. This is No Games, James Hutchinson.
Knockout out of Reading. Martin just signed by King's Promotions.
On your toes, baby. On your toes. Chin down.
I had a chance to box this kid a few weeks ago.
Give us the sparring scouting report via Jamal the Truth Davis.
I like him. I believe that if you believe in himself a little bit more and work off his jab, he has a bad habit of palling with his jab. And had I known the type of fighter he's going to be fighting tonight, I could have given him a heads up on it. But he paused with his jab, but he's in and out a little bit. He just leaves his jab out too much, like that.
See James Martin, the son of former light heavyweight contender Jerry the Bull Martin.
And then James Martin is working with Bozy.
Derek Bozianis.
So that whole camp is going to be something different than what this kid is used to.
Bozy, one of the highly recommended trainers in Philadelphia.
Bozy is he's a great trainer. Bozy's a great trainer, and his stable is good.
Well, the leader of that stable shares the same last name. It's Jaron Boots Ennis.
Oh, yeah.
They're both welterweights, so you figure they probably work together, so that's good work for James Martin.
Definitely. James Martin is getting good work, world-class work, prospects. He's getting the right push, the right motivation behind him.
Forget that Marquez, too, all right? Just a little quick step over.
In fact, I think I see Jaron Boots Ennis work in the corner, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, yeah. This is the thing, when you have people in your camp that are just as much in love with the sport of boxing as you are, you know, you need motivation like that.
I know you were in the same gym with Steve Cunningham for a long time and several others, Yusef Mack, when he was one of the top light heavyweights of the world. And,
right.
You know, when you're sharing rings, sharing training sessions with those kind of fighters, it only enhances your game.
Yeah, it does. It motivates you, push you. You can have a bad day of sparring with them, and the next day you can have a good day. That was a good checkup.
Little right hook and down goes Martin.
Courtney running into the shot. Now that was a flash lockdown, and he can get back to the jab. See, this kid pauses his jab too much. It's the only thing I like, but he has a few sneaky shots that he can get away with.
It's a 6-round bout. Hutchinson has been in with some good fighters, and that experience may come in handy in this bout. He's coming off a win over Steve Moore, but fighting 9-1 York Mamadev, Rashid Johnson, who we've seen many times, Jeffrey Torres 2-0. So Hutchinson hasn't been babied. Greg Outlaw.
Yeah, Hutchinson hasn't been. Like I said, when I work with him, looking at him and seeing some things that he could work on and stuff like that, but it was too short of a time for me to say anything and stuff like that, and nor did I know who he was fighting. But seeing him in here boxing tonight, one thing he is doing is he's pawing with that jab and leaving it out there. And you can't do that when you got guys that are sharpshooters right in front of you and stuff like that. Just finding their position. He caught him with a good flash. That was a flash knockdown.
Yes.
You got to get back to being smart and just stay and working off his shots.
Unlike the Woosie Johnson one where Woosie was stumbling all over the place.
Yeah, that Woosie one. Martin comes right back out with a strong jab. Just trying to find his position. Good body shot.
Jab from Hutchinson.
Whoa.
And again, the right hook buckled Martin a little bit.
Hutchinson, he's all right. He can land some shots.
He's, I guess he's found something, that counter hook.
Yeah.
Nice and tight. Nice and tight. Nice and tight. Stab him. Stab him. Stab him. Let's go. Be first, let's say.
This is the only trick about being a journeyman and moving into these later rounds and stuff like that when you have these up-and-coming guys that are prospects. They're not used to going into deeper water, and sometimes the people that you work with in the gym can motivate you to win, but it can also sit there and motivate you to try to do what they're doing, like guys that are stopping people and stuff like that, and you'll shoot your load first. But he looked like he's staying poised. He looked like he's trying to find his position and get used to him. Hutchinson is very difficult.
You think Martin seems a little confused by the southpaw stance, or?
I don't think.
It seems like he's not really getting off though. There he lands a nice right hand.
He landed a good right hand there. He found his position on that one and stuff. He has to be the bully and go to Hutchinson. Hutchinson is tricky with that jab right there he's putting out.
It seemed like he was walking in and not really finding a good rhythm to pull the trigger there.
Yeah. I do believe that's a problem and stuff like that. But I believe him being in the gym with guys like Boots and stuff like that is going to come about because those guys can fight both sides.
Yes. Hutchinson pawing with the jab. Right to the body from James Martin.
Hutchinson can't paw with that jab. I keep telling him you got to put it out. He has to work off of it. All right, good shot.
Counter right hook again.
Come this way. Go this step to your right. Good. Jab straight left to the body. Jab straight left to the body. Right. Good. Hands up.
Hutchinson is trying to do exactly what his corner is calling. But this thing is, the more and more they keep hollering out, the other corner is going to sit there and hear it.
End of 2, scheduled for 6. Martin and Hutchinson here in Philadelphia.
It was a good round.
Round 3 is scheduled for 6.
Martin look like he's warmed up right now, working off that jab. Hutchinson is still sitting here pawing, trying to find out a position. Oh, and now Martin switches up. I told you that was the thing about when you have guys in your camp that works at an elite level, they can fight on both sides. Whoa. Good hook.
Johnson coming out southpaw now, and he starting to pick it up.
Yeah.
Lands a couple shots. That right hook to the body was a real good scoring blow.
Hands up, body.
Now, you think this is some of the Jaron Ennis influence in terms of switching?
I agree. I think it is. I told you, being a part of that camp right there, you have guys that sit up there, box both sides and stuff like that. So you really don't have to go outside of the gym for any of the work. And then you have guys that are sharp, boxing both sides, like Boots, Jaron Ennis and stuff like that. Like
I've seen all Martin's fight. I don't recall him switching. So you think this is
something they've been working on.
There's a left over the top that land.
Stab him straight left. Straight left after that. Good. Slap.
See, the one thing about when you fight in the Southpaw and you're orthodox, when you switch over to that Southpaw's comfortable position and fight the same way he is, you make the fight a little easier for the Southpaw.
Because your strong hands your strong hands in front when you turn Southpaw.
Right. But me as an orthodox fighter, if I'm in the ring fighting the Southpaw and I switch to Southpaw, it's only gonna make the fight a little bit more easier for both of us, you know. But me, I'm a bigger puncher, so it's gonna turn into a fist fight versus the boxing match that's going on right now.
There you go. Get.
Listen to you talk about how you're such a big puncher.
Well, I used to be a big puncher.
You wait.
When your old age, you're now more of a thinking man's fighter, right?
Keep going
You
now.
know, I'm yeah, definitely more of a thinking man.
Teddy.
I tried to retire after the last one because I realized I wasn't a puncher like I wanted.
Be first. Right away.
You just had your fight with Omar Salem.
They called for the fight. Omar Salem and them people, they kept pushing it. We told them no that I was done, I retired. But they kept disrespecting me by putting the cropping pictures together of me and him fighting like I had said yes to it. And I said, well, we're going to make it happen. Clearly they wanted to fight, and then they pulled out.
Counter right from Martin. So is that going to be revisited or is the rocking chair waiting for you at home?
I wish the rocket chair. I don't want no rocket chair yet. But the fight is going to be revisited September 20th at the Parks Casino. And, you know, I was comfortable being retired, but then with this fight right here, as soon as I got back into training, I realized I still have it.
Now you more motivated now about that fight because he pulled out? Does it make you clench your teeth even more wanting to get at this guy?
I have to clench my teeth more and stuff. You know, I tried to take a peaceful, you know, I don't want to fight, I'm retired. It didn't work. They still wanted to be disrespectful and called me out. So I'm like, let's go. You know, I'm trying to grab your lunchbox, go to work. So now I am more motivated for this one because I don't see why nobody who's 9-0 could call out somebody with my experience.
Round 4 scheduled for 6 between Hutchinson and Martin.
Hutchinson is trying to work a little bit deeper rounds. Martin is trying to run him into the uppercut.
Don't wait, Kashon. Don't wait for him. He's getting desperate, Kashon. He's getting
Give
desperate.
James Martin that 3rd round.
Yeah, he's getting desperate, Kashon. Chin down,
Now
hands up.
he starts out the round again back in the orthodox position where he finished round 3.
All day long.
Good left hand.
It almost seemed like he switched Southpaw to kind of like start his motor a little bit.
That's
Yeah.
it. Teddy, right away.
Try to get that switch to get into his own rhythm.
He was pretty lethargic over the first couple rounds.
Good, right go.
Hutchinson sneaks in a right.
Okay.
So you get, again, Martin's looking confused.
Hutchinson, he's very awkward and stuff like that, and he's catching him on certain shots moving in and stuff. He bounces a lot too, and it'll throw you off, especially if you don't see it. It's like he throws the shots and then steps out in the process.
Hands up, chin down.
See how his jab is? He'll touch you with the jab. He'll lean in just enough to touch you with it, then take a little step back. And landed a good left hand on that one to Martin's body.
Yep. See the corner of Martin with Bozianis is they're begging him to come forward.
Step over the left. Step over.
But every time he's the aggressor, he keeps getting caught off
Yeah, he
balance.
got
with certain shots.
ate another right hook there.
Step over. Body.
There's a tie-up right there. There's a good tie-up at the right time.
He's getting desperate.
Let the referee separate
He's
it.
getting desperate.
And Kashon is still working.
Stop, left hand. The right hand. Up.
He's letting his hands go and trying to find certain spots. But again, he's jabbing and he's stepping out and he's catching Martin as soon as Martin started
See,
falling
Martin,
in.
look, Martin is, look, I mean, neither of them are throwing, but Martin's like kind of skipping in there and doing nothing.
Yep.
He went a good 20 seconds without even attempting a punch. Here it is again.
He can't find the range on him. It's hard to get a beat on him.
Sometimes, you know, I mean, you're a fighter. You've been in there. Sometimes, and I know it's only the 4th round, so it's not quite desperation time yet. But if he keeps eating shots like that, it's going to be sell out and just try to get in there.
Yeah. Eventually, you guys sit there and put the big boy pants on and step in.
We finish round 4, scheduled for 6. Round 5 scheduled for 6.
Quick step, quick step. Quick step, quick step, baby, quick step. Which way, quick step. That's it, in and out. Me swivel, swivel.
See if they told Martin to.
Swivel.
I mean, I'm sure the direction was there for him to start throwing some more punches, but we start round 5. He just hasn't.
It's hard to get. He can't get into the rhythm of Hutchins. The kids a little bit more awkward than what a lot of people are seeing and stuff. He looks like he's never in range for the shot. Then every time he go for shot, he's getting just enough lean and everything for the shot. Good hook. Good step in.
Right away. Wait.
I feel as though Hutchins is a little confident in this right here and stuff like that. And the shots he's landing, he's able to listen to his corner. He's hearing them real clear right now.
Well, his game plan is clear as to. I mean, he's taking a little bit more initiative now and starting the exchanges. But these counters, he's doing well. Martin gets him a little right to the chin.
Yeah, that was a good right. But he took it right back to the center ring, right back to boxing.
Good, Teddy. When you're going that way. Teddy, when you're going that way, to the right. Good. Quick step now, quick step. Show him something different. Right. Chin down, though. Chin down when you throw it.
Martin is trying to work in it right off his jab and stuff.
All day.
But Hutchins is stepping right out just a little bit. He's just missing. Good tie up.
Turn.
Good tie up.
Teddy, right away. Right away. Chin down, hands up. Hands up.
You see
Teddy.
Bosey and I'm telling him to keep pressing the issue.
It was a hard jab from Martin. They've been telling him the whole time. Maybe he's now feeling a little sense of desperation as one of Hutchinson's cornermen is yelling he's desperate. That might be it.
Looks like a low blow. He's working their way out. So that's the type of fight you want when the referee lets you work out. Whoa.
30 seconds. He's trying to win the round. Step over there right. Slap.
That was a good tie up. Good step around.
Body. Hands up. Let's go.
Just missed the right hand.
Good. Jab straight up to the body.
Whoa.
Jab.
End of round 5 scheduled for 6.
I like it. Martin is working. Hutchinson is working good. Just enough to make you miss.
Sixth and final round. James Martin in the red with the black waistband. Or is that blue? Blue.
Blue.
Dark blue waistband. It's black now with the sweat that's come down on it.
All right, you're sweating the water. You gotta wake him up, man. You gotta let the fighter know he has to be active right now. He has to go out.
He has to know he's down in the fight.
Yeah. Now Hutchins can't do nothing stupid. He was in boxing. He's been making him miss everything. He has to sit there and stick to it now even more. Kashon can't stand there.
Martin gets in a right to the body.
Kashon got to tie him up about that corner.
He has to score a knockout in his 4 wins.
Hands up! Hands up!
Well, that's what we felt. That's what we've been watching. Hutchins been making him miss well and countering him on something. Whoa, that was a good switch up.
You're waiting. You're waiting.
Good.
You see, it's too much time right there in between all that stuff. Even though he's switching up and doing a few things in between it, he's making a miss.
He's not getting in there and throwing.
Yeah.
Hands up! Hands up, chin down. He's desperate. He's desperate, understand? Right, the
See,
left hand
right back to making a miss again.
Right, the left hand's down for that. Be smart. Step this way. Teddy.
Wild swing at a left
Right.
hook, and a right hand by James Martin.
Teddy, right away.
Kashon is still working, still making a miss, and letting his hands go.
You gotta be first, baby. You gotta be first. Teddy. Good.
Misses with the
Get
right.
low, bend the knee.
Martin really has to try to sell out in the last minute here.
Straight left.
Hutchins is getting in tires now. He's letting his hands go on some of them.
Hurry.
He's picking his spots. He's tying up, then he's getting loose and working on the inside, touching the body, making some investments.
Teddy, he's desperate.
Boxing, using the ring. He's using the ring well, still making him miss. Fix your balance.
Right there it is.
Martin just can't get the
Good
beat.
right.
Whoa, good right, bro.
Well, he landed a good right hand there.
Yeah.
But Hutchinson he comes right back and gets in a couple shots of his own.
Yeah. Can't start looping shots and stuff down when you're down and stuff. Martin just got to keep letting his hands go. I just got to keep working. Oh,
Lands a
good tie up.
jumping uppercut is James Martin. And another right hand from Martin. Landed a couple shots late, but it will be enough. Could be the old too little, too late.
Yeah. He's in his bullying mode. Good fight.
After 6 hard-fought rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard.